Hello guys, welcome to Lab-1, which is about core introduction to Corel Draw software. Today we will learn some basic tools of this software and we'll see how we can draw a lithological log using these tools. First of all, if you have installed Corel Draw software in your computer or laptop, you will see this window, and even you can open new file by using file option here at the top of left corner. You can open new file as well, or you can generate new file. Okay. First of all, you can see different tools at the left corner of this window. Also the name are there: pick tool, then shape tool, zoom, bezier tool, other smart tool, and others as well. Okay, first of all, let's start to do some simple things like let's plot a square or rectangle by selecting this rectangle tool. Just click on it and select, and left click and drag. You will see this plot in front of you. Okay, and then again select back this pick tool, and at the right side you can see different colors. If you click on any color, you will see your box is going to fill with that particular color. You can change color from right side as well. Okay. Now if you right click on this box and drag it, you can make another copy. Okay, then even if you select all these three and then select color, okay, you can select separately as well. Let's give it green, give it blue. Okay, let's delete it. Select all and then delete. Similarly, you can draw some circular shapes as well and can fill with different colors. And even by using this Bezier tool, select, you can generate some irregular shapes as well. You just create this shape and you have to close it at the end by double clicking. And now you can fill it as well with different colors. Okay. You have to close it at the end for filling. Okay, now let's come to draw a vertical column that contains different layers. For that, I have to use some rulers. As you can see at the top here, where is my cursor? Let's left click and drag. You will see a dashed line. Similarly, on your left side, left click and drag. You will see another line. First of all, I will draw a vertical column of any scale with the help of these dashed lines. Okay, let's suppose I need this vertical column. The next step is let's select Bezier tool and draw a close diagram of a vertical rectangle or vertical column. You have to double click at the end to close it. Okay, you can make sure that it is complete here by filling different color. Okay, let's cross the color. Now we will introduce different layers in this column, and for those layers I quickly use this rectangle tool And first of all, I will draw a different layer in the form of rectangle and fill it with particular color, suppose there, and then put it in the box. Even you can use arrows on your keyboard if you are not comfortable with dragging. Okay, select it and then left click and drag. Oh, sorry, yeah, right click and drag. Don't follow left click. Right click and drag. You will see this option copy here. You can make multiple copies of it. Yeah, and just introduce different, you can say, layers within your vertical column. Yeah, now even you can introduce different colors. Let's go green. Here, this one, red, and yellow. Here, introduce some other colors. Yeah, even you can fill these gaps within here. Let's suppose I fill it like this. I'm using my arrows on my keyboard. Okay, next step to introduce different lithologies. You may remember I have shared on WhatsApp group some of standard lithological symbols. So for the construction of a lithological column, you have to use those standard symbols. Okay, let's construct a limestone symbol here. I will first of all draw a box and then introduce some vertical and horizontal lines in that box. You can use the similar dash line as well, or you can introduce new line from here. You just have to left click and drag. You can introduce new line for it. Just put it and keep in mind your standards limestone symbol that will guide you where to put these dash lines for getting that particular symbol. Okay, put there two horizontal lines and I will put two vertical lines because I know the standard symbol. Okay, then I will use Bezier tool to introduce horizontal lines in this box, and I am again repeating this command. Select, right click and drag, introduce other line, copy here. Okay. Now I will introduce a couple of vertical lines using same Bezier tool. We have to click and click. Similarly, deselect, right click and drag, and introduce one more line somewhere here. Copy here. Okay. Similarly, you will introduce some more lines in between and at the bottom. Copy here and copy. Okay, if I just delete these dash line, for deleting this line, you just have to select it. When it's color change, just click delete on your keyboard. You can delete. Yeah, there is one problem, the thickness. Try to keep the constant thickness for this limestone symbol. And we can reduce the size of my box a little here. For finer movements, you can zoom it. Just select this zoom tool. Yeah, this zooming will be more comfortable. It will also tell you the your line positions as well, either they are horizontal or some disturbance is there. You can move these lines in fine scale. That is more helpful. So there is a undo option is also there at the top left as I have clicked on it. Okay, let's come back to your 200 size and select this box, fill it with blue color. Now your limestone symbol is ready. When you can group it, let's select it and then go into range and click on group. It will be group, and you can reduce its size whatever you want. And let's suppose if I want to put it here, you can put it here and drag it. This is your limestone symbol. You have to introduce two more lines, one here and one here, to make it more appropriate. Similarly, you can draw sandstone symbol. For sandstone symbol, you need some particles like these filling particles. This black, and then just right click and drag. You can make copy, and then just select and drag. You can make a number of particles. Select, right click and drag. So just select it, and you can make more sensor symbol here, sensor particles. Okay, now I will put a box around these particular symbols. Yeah. And now the next step is to color it. So it's more good if you select this box and color it yellow, and then right click, and there is option of order to send it back. Okay, now here is your sandstone symbol. I recommend you also introduce some more particles here. It should be filled with more particles. That is more appropriate symbol. Just select it and group it. Okay, then you can move it at a particular position where you want to put it in your vertical column. Yeah, you can drag or you can delete the background boxes so that you can easily handle it. Okay, you have to zoom in for fine movement. Let's go. I will this one and I move to 400 size, and you will see I can move it in fine scale. Yeah, even you can use your keyboard as well. I also want to reduce its size a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, after practice, if you do practice, then you hopefully you will plot it quickly. Okay, let's go back to 200 and here it will look alive. Okay, next step is let's copy whole of this column and I will move towards less 200. Yeah, let's copy it. First of all, group it and drag it. Right click and drag. You can introduce one more hole here. Okay. Let's suppose these are two boreholes that you have drilled in an area, and now you have to correlate the similar lithologies in both of these boreholes. Then again use this similar Bezier tool. Select a particular lithology at its boundaries in between and close it, and then fill this zone with yellow color. As you can see, I have correlated a similar lithology in two different boreholes. It is called well correlation. Borehole correlation, you can say. Similarly, I will correlate this limestone, close it, and deselect, then select and fill with blue color. Okay. As you can see, you can correlate different similar lithologies in two boreholes. It is the main objective of this Corel Draw software that you can develop wells correlation. And this is also called 1D geological model where you can interpret the variation in lithology in your borehole. Now you can introduce different tags as well by using this text tool. If I click on this text tool and then click somewhere here, let's suppose I want to type something here. Borehole 1 here, then deselect. Yeah, if you just select it and drag it and mention it as a borehole 2, the double click in it and you can rename it borehole 2 and you can define its position as well where you want to put it. Okay, borehole 1 and borehole 2. Even you can fill lithology in between, but mostly if you color the zone in between, that is more attractive compared to fill hole lithology. But even you can do it by filling lithology. You can develop a 1D geological model or lithological model. Okay. Similarly, you can mention a depth vertically as well. For that, you have to draw a vertical line here. Let's use this Bezier tool again. Draw a vertical line. Okay. And then you can write its limit, let's 10 meter or 0 meter depth here. And let's suppose, sorry, put it here and then right click and drag. Yeah, first of all, you have to deselect it Right click and drag, you can introduce one more here copy. Yeah, let's mention 100 meter here. Yeah, and put it here. Okay, even you can type depth here vertically. Yeah, if you double click this text, you can rotate it as well. Okay. As you can see, in 20 minutes, I have developed two boreholes with the lithology for two layers. You can introduce more different lithologies in these layers as well, following same procedure, and then correlate it. I have also developed another diagram that I want to show you here. Yeah, it's two boreholes and different lithologies at different positions. Okay, similarly, you can construct different symbols and as I have forwarded or shared in your WhatsApp group. Let's learn those symbols and try to construct those symbols in Corel Draw and then put those symbols in borehole and correlate. You can develop easily a correlation profile. Okay, this is an end of Lab 1. This was Introduction to Corel Draw Software. I will also share a one correlation profile with you in your WhatsApp group or in your classroom folder. Let's observe that profile and try to construct that same profile here in Corel Draw. And if you need further assistance, you can visit my office or fix an appointment, only two students at a time, and you can discuss different issues in this software. Okay, thank you and bye.